Let's get to this week's starts and sits. Week 6 quarterback. Who are we starting?
Kirk Cousins, he's back in our good graces. And, he was available on a lot of waiver wires because he had such a slow start to the season, Linz. But last week he went off. He had nearly 40 fantasy points. This week he's got the Carolina Panthers. They've allowed 11 touchdowns and an average of right around 19 fantasy points per game to quarterbacks. And you're going to like this one. Caleb Williams, you could start him. Another player who might have been on the waiver wire heading into the week. He had a very good game last week, 23.6 points. He's got the Jaguars. They've allowed the most fantasy points to quarterbacks so far this season. So Caleb Williams, that's right. If you have Patrick Mahomes or another quarterback who's on a bye, he is a viable starter this week.
Who are we sitting?
Trevor Lawrence against the Bears. And he had a good game. He had his best game in like a year. 371 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Colts, but now he's got Chicago. This is not a good matchup. They've allowed the fewest fantasy points to quarterbacks. You can run on them. You don't throw on Chicago's defense. And then Justin Herbert against the Broncos. Listen, we predicted this. He's not good from a fantasy perspective at this point. He's not a mobile type running sort of quarterback. And so his numbers are down. He's got the Broncos this week on the road. Their defense, 11.8 points per game allowed to quarterbacks this season.